Hello, hello. Let's see. This thing needs to go here. Here. Ah, it's a bit large. That's better. And this can probably be like this. That's it. Hello. Will stability be involved? I don't know. Not yet. Which program is this for streaming? This is OBS. I think pretty much everyone uses OBS. At least for YouTube, I think. It's open. The thing covered my message. Yes. Sorry. Talk about censoring and safety mechanism. From what I've read, that's a major issue. I don't think it's a major issue. So it's a major issue in the OpenAI system, but the safety is just on the data side. So personally identifiable data, things like this. Yeah, that's we have to somehow, well, first of all, make clear that when users submit data that we are going to use it to train stuff and so on. So they should not submit sensitive data that they don't want in there, and so on. So yeah, and then I think it comes down to cleaning the data set, but I am gonna advocate strongly to not put in this stupid, I am a large language model, I am not able to do this and that. Like, it's so pretentious to think, yeah, it's so pretentious to think that you are the moral arbiter for the rest of the world. So, what hardware? Sorry, I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna munch chocolate. What hardware will you run this on? So the plan is to get it to a point where you can run it on consumer hardware. Now, initially that might mean, or to a point where the individual person can run it. Initially that might mean you need like an AWS machine, a cheap one. But I think with Stable Diffusion, it was pretty cool to see that once they put the model out there, other people took it and then made it smaller, made it more lightweight so that it can run on smaller and smaller machines. And if we achieve that as well, we only need to bring it down to, reasonable size so that other people can take it and then make it even more efficient and so on. So yeah. What are you doing for the new year? This, you see, every time I go on GitHub and I refresh the notifications, they're already 30 again. 30 of you people have. I mean, no, it's absolutely overwhelming. To the level of engagement that people have. So I put the GitHub link somewhere up here. You can check out the GitHub. You can grab an issue. You can also make issues, right, that you feel. So my job is twofold. First of all, we have okay. I will, so for privacy, for my privacy, I will every now and then have to hide stuff. So I quickly need to read something that you're not allowed to see. Therefore, I'll do this and I'll read whatever I need to read, and then I'll come back. Yeah, that's just the life because it's yeah, good. Because I also have my day job is a startup, so nice, good. Okay, that's very good. I got very good news. So the job today is administrative. Believe it or not. We do have this this Discord here, which is for work coordination. So this is not, if you're just interested and so on, feel free to follow us on the GitHub repository, on the appropriate channels in the Lion Discord and on our Discord, the Yannick Culture Discord. The internal one here is for work coordination. So that's really for people who want to contribute. So if you grab a GitHub issue or something like this, you know, you'll get in there. Also, if you use the sign up form, I've disabled the sign up form right now. We have to see how to continue here because it's just an overwhelming amount of people, which is crazy. I'm really happy, but then also, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the new people in here who all are contributing or wanting to contribute. Yeah. Wait, can you? Okay. Chat. I need to chat and this. Okay. I'm not a good YouTuber now. Yet. Can we swap the matmul with random operations so it can be better sparsified? Sure, it's just not given that it will also work. There is, like, people who make things faster, they sometimes do trade-offs for fastness where stuff stops to work. And then it's like, okay, you essentially make a heater. But yeah, if you can find something that works as well as matmul in the attention, I mean, that would be killer. How many number of parameters are good for consumer GPU? You know, I previously, for a previous project, which I'm not going to name, but you might know it, I used a GPT-J style model, and it ran fine on one GPU. So like a GPT-J 6B. So it's probably going to be around that size, maybe a bit larger, because larger models do have more knowledge, inside. So yeah. What's your take on diffusion models for text? Well, diffusion models seem to work for generative things. Text is not that easy to like noise, and that has always been a problem with text. Like, as long as we know, image models have just been way nicer for deep learning because everything's like continuous and differentiable, and text is super like it's just discrete, and that's not good. So but if someone can figure out some discrete combination, yeah. What about training the model with academic papers? Okay, this is an important point. Lust zum Anstoßen. Sure. Have fun. I usually don't really drink alcohol, but I'll have like an iced tea or something. I'm very boring. No, it's an important point, which I think many people miss in the whole what do we like, what data and so on. It's quite clear that with, for example, ChatGPT, all of the capabilities and all of the knowledge is already in the model, like in the base model, in the GPT-3 that they use the human feedback on. Pretty much all of the knowledge is already in there. So there is not like you cannot use, or I don't think it's the purpose of this human feedback loop to put more knowledge into the model. Like, people say, ooh, we can tune it to do math and so on, to a degree, but what's much more relevant with this human feedback is you just want to use the human feedback to get the model into like a mindset, to get it into a prior state of really being aligned with what the human wants, like to be this assistant, right? And you really want to, that's what you do with the human fine-tuning. You don't put new knowledge in there, you don't put new abilities in there, you simply get it into a state where it knows, essentially knows it's tuned to fulfill tasks. And but the knowledge that to do that is already in there, and you can see that ChatGPT is like super good at answering questions about quantum physics and math proofs and coding. Yet OpenAI says, at least in the Instruct GPT paper, they used like crowd workers, common crowd workers, which, you are a crowd worker if you don't, what should I say? It's a possibility for people to earn a bit of money on the side, and usually people with a higher degree of education, they don't need that. So there's just going to be a lot of people with, let's say, less education, maybe, or different education if you're like a literature major or something like this, but not quantum physicists. Well, though, quantum physics, probably. I'm not sure if that's a good paid job or not. However, so you can already see that this knowledge does not come out of the human fine tuning, and that's, I think, quite important to realize. So yeah, so the whole human feedback thing is to really get the model into this task fulfillment mode, and that means we need diversity of inputs, and that's why we need that's why we need humans to come up with prompts, to come up with answers by the assistant and so on. And that's why we are building right now this whole infrastructure to collect the human data, and that's what this Discord is about. So that's what the whole efforts are. All right. So, wait, that was one chat question. Sorry. Very sorry to make it lengthy. I'll be more quick. Can you make it browse the web and not be static like ChatGPT? Yes. Yeah, that's the plan. Not the initial plan, but the plan is to make it browse the web, to dynamically retrieve information. We think we have a good idea of how, or good ideas of how this could be done, and we're pretty sure that you will have even better ideas of how that could be done. So, yeah, I'm fairly confident we can do that. Let's see. Yeah. Can you stop talking? Sure. General style. Where can I find the link to join the Discord channel? If you're active on like follow us on the Lion and the our Discord, and I'll eventually, if I have a better way of managing all the newcomers here, I'll post links there. Yeah, but this is what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna look through the new people who came in, and we're gonna see who they are. So they need to introduce themselves. ML practitioner. What we'll do is we delete the unverified role and we'll add the verified role. I know this can be automated. I know, but it's a bit of screening, because this is really for work coordination. So we want to know a little bit who people are. And oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know that there's a good way, because as soon as people realize this is automated, they're just gonna write like ASDF and stuff. We're aiming to build an all-in-one chat model. We're aiming to build an assistant, like a true assistant, like a thing that you can give a task and it will do the task, at least for knowledge work, right? It's not necessarily vacuum my kitchen, but for knowledge work. So it needs to be able to retrieve things. It also needs to be able to interact with third-party systems, like to essentially take control of your mouse and keyboard and go to another application and do something. Although that's quite a bit into the future, and there are other cool projects that do that. One is called Robot Me that also plans on that. We'll see if they maybe want to collaborate. This could also be built into applications, essentially. If you want to make your application AI powered, to have your application communicate with the human in a more natural way, this could also be used for that. ML engineer, interested in improving. Very cool. Thank you for being here. Yes, so my job is essentially going through these, reading them, and letting them in. That's that. Yeah, that's one of my jobs. The other job is to go through GitHub issues, categorize them, assign them, and so on. So this person actually is already in on a GitHub issue, so we'll also give them the contributor role. It's just about keeping the noise down for now. Like, really very cool, very cool. Tim. Tim's doing Robot Me. Hello, Tim. Thanks for being here. Would love to join. See, I say it and it happens. Amazing. Can it use AI to validate roles? Yes, we could. Absolutely. Tim. Watching the stream, very interested. Very cool. Thank you for being here. Self-taught, very cool. Excellent. Software developer, amazing. And new to Discord, you joined for us. Thank you. That's cool. Okay. Caught up so far. Samar is typing. But we'll sneak away before that. So, the other thing is, okay, reading up on discussions. Should end up in the repo. Will it have persistent memory? Hopefully. I mean, that's still out to do, right? Who knows how to do that persistent memory? That's what kind of background have the contributors? All kinds of background, all kinds. Really. So, like, I don't necessarily care too much about the background, more about what people want to do and can do. Yeah, there's a TechCrunch article mentioning us now. We trended yesterday on GitHub. How crazy is that? Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to solve this. This here, if someone wants to do something, pre-commit on a Windows 10 machine. Windows. Try to clone the repository again. It worked. That's such a we want to change all the line endings to LF. We have config for new files, but we still need to update old files. I thought pre-commit did that. No Docker image. Of course, yeah, we have Docker images, but this is for so if you commit, pre-commit will yell at you if you don't follow its thing. This thing, it's very good. Like, it just enforces style and so on, and you really need that if you work with other people. Mixed line ending. Check replaces or checks mixed line ending. Yeah. Yep. So let's see. Detect mixed line endings. Yep. Mixed line ending. Yep. Okay. I think that's good. I can't click on something here. Okay. Well, in any case, maybe we can solve that. Yeah, for joining the Discord, follow us on Lion and or our Discord, and I'll paste the link as soon as I have figured out how to let more people in. I'm not sure. Although I can probably, there's not too many people here, right? Yeah, I'll post the link there. I'll post it there. For now, GitHub is the main place where you can see what's happening, or the open Discords. I'll post the link eventually there. It's not to keep you out. It's really just because there's so many people. I have no idea what to do. Okay, is this already in the line endings? Pre-commit. Pre-commit config. Mixed line ending. It's in. Why do we have... Okay. Mixed line ending. Fix auto. Fix auto. Fix no. How do I change all? Change all line endings to LF for a whole directory tree. That's what I want. DOS to Unix. Fairly straightforward. What is this? Linux command. DOS to Unix. It's a utility. Can I have that on Mac? Nope. Let's see. You should use ChatGPT to approve. Yes. Am I right by saying we're training an open source initiative chatbot for when ChatGPT becomes paid again? It's an alternative, I would say, and it's gonna be better. Yeah. Is this a real project or a functional demo? This is a real project. This is an actual thing. Okay, we have something now. So let's go here. Let's go here. And I am really bad at find commands. So whoop. We probably don't need node modules to be converted, right? Right. Lucid Dreams posted about this open source effort on GitHub. Very cool. I haven't seen him around yet. I know he has an implementation, but I haven't seen him around yet. So, lobby. More people. Hello, people. Hello. Hi. Very cool. Hello. Thank you. Very cool. Need the mouse. Okay, people, I'll do these. Cool. People will have to wait like a tiny bit. Cool. And we're going to go into actual things to do. Excellent. Hello. Cool. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we have a Discord bot. For Dust Unix, try using to do it in parallel. That would have been a good idea. We can do we really need to the node modules? They're probably not. Probably don't need the node modules. I'd have to exclude it somehow. Well, what was the issue exactly? No, here. No, here. NPM. I can't fix. I can't fix things in NPM. Okay. So, here's a bug. We don't know where the bug is. This is in this. We call it to do. We make it a priority. This is actually very urgent. Like this is blocking people on Windows. Let's call it high. We're very careful with urgent. This is still going in the node modules. It's actually good maybe that I'm not doing it in parallel because the machine is already breathing heavily. Okay. So we have this. Oh, let me read the other messages first that are going on. Backend. Okay. Yep. Okay. So very good. Just more people coming in. Hello. Hi, Pyro. I've seen you around our Discord. That's very cool. Cool. Nice. Yes, we'll get Open Assistant to every PC in 2024. If there are still PCs. All right. So let's get into the GitHub issues. This is the meat. Yes, I am a manager now. Look at this. Look at this. All issues, all from Open Assistant. Okay. Let's follow up. Yes, I can do that. That's awesome. That means I don't have to do something. No, thank you. Thank you for doing it. Try supervised finding. Sure, I can do. That is, look, I mean, that is perfect. Again. Fixed. Don't need to look at this. Download transcript of Khan Academy. Okay. So we always look whether stuff is categorized correctly. This seems to be categorized correctly. Would the Creative Commons share alike license for videos be a problem? Might entangle the transcripts. Yeah, that's something we have to pay attention to. I'm not sure how we should manage that. We should just keep it in mind. Okay, so if soon as someone actually does something here, once we check in the code for this, we will have to also make sure that we're aware of the licenses here. But so far, no one has done, or this person is working on it, but no one has done something, so I think that's fine. All right. These are my days now. My days is I work for the startup during the day, and then I go home, and then I do that. Collapse texts that are too long in tasks. Yeah. With a small screen, it may happen that the text proposed solution have a maximum amount of characters. Collapse the text if more is present. Well, sure. All right, so yeah, this is a front-end issue. It's not part of the project yet. We have a project board. If you want to go look, it's to do. It's like medium priority. I would say it's a small task. And yes, it's indeed a good first issue for someone who wants to get into the project. Sounds like a normie job. I am a normie. I'm sorry. You can transcribe videos using Whisper, but we are already complicating the project. Yes, there's a lot of data gathering going on that is not necessarily part of the first, like of the MVP. The MVP is really just gonna be to collect human prompts. Yeah. Add a REST API endpoints to manage users, to view and edit users, user IDs. Okay. That's by Andreas. That's very thorough. Some endpoints, implement data. Okay. Good. So this is backend. It's probably not a good first issue because yeah, it needs a bit of internal knowledge. Did you check the new embedding from OpenAI? I did. I got their email that they're now better and cheaper. So that's good. They must feel a bit of competitive pressure. What does the REST in REST API mean? You know, I knew that at some point. What does REST in REST API stand for? Representational state transfer. Good. James was faster. Yeah. I once had a job interview when I was still studying, and they had this interview day, and I thought, you know, I knew a lot. And then they caught me off guard. They were like, what does ACID stand for in ACID transactions? What does ACID stand for? I'm like, ooh. What are we doing? We are being a manager. We're here. We're going to notifications. We look at notification. Then we decide what to do. Harvest Stack Exchange Q&A data. Stack Exchange after reading discussion. How to build. Keep in mind that the main goal is task diversity. We'd need to focus on that when scraping any source. But Stack Exchange in itself okay, that's fairly good. There's no assignment yet. That could be a good first issue. Don't need to know too much about the project to investigate scraping data. That's a large task, I would say. Data scraping always takes longer than one thing. What are those noises? It could be the fan. It could be the fan of the MacBook. I'll try to sit further away. Let's see. Do I have noise cancellation on here? I do have noise suppression. Or are there other noises? I'm running experiments for supervised fine-tuning for a 175B model with adapters prompts. Cool. How should I organize the work? Should I join supervised fine-tuning issue or another one? I guess you can make your own if you do something very specific. Yeah, and just I'm not sure if you can assign labels. Otherwise, I'll assign it the ML label. Currently, a user called Sotiris is gathering a bit what's happening on the ML side because it's wild. The ML side of this is wild. Yeah. I just joined. Is there a TLDR? If you go to the repository linked above, there is all the information you need. They meant a chewing noise. I'm chewing chocolate. Yes. I need calories. I haven't eaten yet today. Create a UI for messages API endpoints. User global message tree views. That is crazy. Ozzy is doing this, I guess. I hope. Priority, that's probably, it's probably a bit larger, no? Well, it depends who does it. It would be large for me. Thank you. TLDR, we are making Jarvis. Actually, we are making Jarvis, yes. Will there be a recording of this live stream? Hopefully, if I don't say something insanely stupid. Write a quick test suite. Well, we should probably not call this live stream coding because I'm not doing a bunch of coding. I'll do some. If I'm through the issues, we can do some coding. Write a quick tests. Yep. Quickly test the branch. Yes, that's very good. We need some manual tests as well. To do. Testing is, for some reason, testing is the thing that people don't immediately grab. Almost any issue. No, actually, I'm wrong. There are definitely some people who take testing issues. Basic Redis setup. Very cool. So some merge conflicts. Merging is blocked. Okay, wait. I need to do something here. Do you think it's necessary to find for removed? Added backend label, added Redis, linting, prettier, removed local volume. Cool. All right, so I'll re-review this. Look at that. Why does OpenAI specifically mention that they are not accessing the web for information retrieval? And that's obviously the next step. OpenAI, it seems, I don't know, but it seems like they're very concerned about PR, negative PR, which maybe, you know, they are correct in being super worried, super paranoid about this, but they want to make sure that this thing doesn't ever do anything that's out of the ordinary or could land them in hot waters or anything like this. Now, imagine this thing could actually surf the web. You could probably steer it into a direction by making some kind of website, putting something in there, instructing the thing so that it finds your website or something like this. It's just a lot more dangerous than a hermetic system. Yeah, but I agree, things will go there. Do you have any opinion on the S4 architecture? I think it's a viable architecture if you need longer range dependencies, but I think the dependencies themselves are not as, let's say, powerful. Like, they're not as dynamic, so I would guess it's a bit weaker than the attention in terms of the complexity of things that it can do. But it's better at incorporating longer range dependencies. So, worried about the public perception, yes. Check the Discord. I will later. I could be there all day. Like I need to batch it. But yeah, it's really for work coordination. You can be part of the project at any, like the GitHub is a great place and so on. Okay, so we have Redis. Good. Well, now this doesn't seem to work. Redis data. But there is no volume anymore. No? Set up Redis? Yeah. Where's the volume here? There's no volume. Yeah, the Ansible probably doesn't work. But this one maybe. Let's check that out together. So this pulls up a Redis image, always restarting, which I guess is good. Port exposing, that's fine for now. We have a firewall. Checking, that's good. Command server with a config file. We mount the config file at that place. And we have an insights host. That seems reasonable. Reasonable. This is the config file. Now for the Ansible, we need a bit of... We probably don't want this, but we're gonna want the same. We're going to want the config file. Okay. Could you remove the Ansible part so we can get this merged? I'll take care of it later. Can you also make a new or I'll take that myself and do it later. Because I don't think it's gonna work with the Ansible part. Yeah. Unable to run pre-commit. All right, we already dealt with that. That sucks. I think the project needs a better documentation. I can do that. Create an issue on that and ask people what I write there. I think you can just go ahead and make a pull request, and we can discuss in the pull request what might be good, better, and so on. I think we welcome most. I mean, we have to see that it's a bit streamlined, right? It's not like any additional documentation is fine, because that also increases the noise and the amount of things people need to read. But in general, I think more helpful documentation is better. So I think that will go pretty well. Accessing the web could be implemented in the training process. Of course it can, but we will have to do that in a second step. The first step is really to get this chat assistant going. Google showed that they could use information retrieval from the web. Yes, absolutely. You can do that. See more negative reactions from people than I've expected about AI in general. OpenAI's paranoia, like a valid concern. I guess, especially like the regulators are itching. Like the regulator fingers are like, wah, wah, wah. The European Union is on this as we speak. you can always count on them to poop at like to completely poop the party of every new thing that comes across. Sam Altman made a comment. Gradually to not alarm. Maybe, yeah. Also, really convenient that that's what, means they don't release the model and make more money. Okay. Which bot permission document required in the bot's README? That's a very good issue. Very good issue for people who wanna probably medium, because we already have our bot, but yeah. Right. I want it. This never shrinks, does it? This list never shrinks. We can stay with gzip JSON line files. We can into other formats easily. Okay, so I'll assign this person. Thank you very much for taking this on. What are you thinking about as the base model? Depends. So we're investigating multiple things like T5 on the smaller side and like the really big models on the larger side, but it's going to come down to, so the really big models, the idea there would be to then distill them. So yeah. But the small models might also be helpful. I'm keeping one eye on something like Code Gen, or however that's called, like coding models, because OpenAI said that their new DaVinci models are based on Codex models, which I find really surprising. I want to build some basic assistant. What's my best options given that I'm limited to 8 gigabytes? Well, there's no, it's not going to be easy. There's no straightforward way to build an assistant right now, except like if you want a chatbot for some very specific task, you can do that, but then you can just also program it. No. Mm-hmm. No worries. That's cool. To the Discord bot, read me. Good. Adding popover to flag text with labels. That's very cool. Fuzzy is on it. ABD is on it. Very cool. People are on it. Nothing for me to do. Thank you very much. We'll add it. Oh no, this is a pull request. I usually add issues to the project board. Clean up all ESLint warnings. PR 199. Fix linter warnings. Cool. Let's assign. There's a branch 199. Nice. I am a secretary. I am a secretary. This is actually, it's cool. It's absolutely great that so many people want to contribute. I'm more than happy to be full-time secretary for this. More than happy. I'm working on pulling transcripts. YouTube channel can do this for Khan Academy. What channels do you want? What format? Oh, I think people discussed this in the issue. Maybe something like Karpati did for the Lex podcasts. But I think raw like text files would also be fine. Since we're not really interested in coordinating it with the source material, like with the pictures, the same dataset might be useful for a future project to train like some sort of a video clip or something like this. But for us right now, we just kind of want the text. So up to you, I think. You mentioned the plan with large is to distill them. It's imperative that we distill them. Do we consider offloading distributed? We can consider many things. Distilling, so distilling means that you take a large model and you try to like transfer the capabilities to a smaller model. So you use the larger as the teacher model and the smaller one as the student model, and that usually works okay-ish. Now, if you, we can think of other things with the larger model, but I really would like this to result in something that people can run in some way, right? In some reasonable way, so that it's not hosted, on some super cluster. Because once you host it, once you host it on some super cluster, it also costs considerable money to do inference on it, right? And that means we can't just bleed money. Like, it's very cool that people want to help here, and I'm pretty sure with some donations we could also go somewhere, but we can't just bleed money for inference. And that means we'd have to start making it a paid service just to cover the cost, cover the maintenance, and so on. And we'll probably have to hire people to keep it maintained, since it's now a paid service, so people actually expect quality or reliability, which makes the price even higher because you now have to pay these people. It just seems easier to make a model that you can push out to people as the model, and then they can find ways of running it. Yeah, that's my opinion, but there's a new, contrastive search. I've seen that. That's very cool. You think all our normie computers are up to it yet? No. The first iteration of this will not run on a normie computer, but it will be in the ballpark, hopefully. Such that people with better than normie computers can take it, can play with it, and can compress it and can make it run on more normie computers, and so on. Like the same that happened with Stable Diffusion. So the goal is that eventually it'll run on a normie computer. I played with the end-to-end demo, saw a bug on the page, submitted a rating twice. Very good bug report. Thank you for catching this. Very nice. Okay. All right, I've requested a review again from Andreas. I hope that's gonna happen at some point. Allow a user to link their Discord account after registering with email. Quite a hassle. Yeah, I get it. Allow dangerous email account linking is true. I'm a. Yeah. Doesn't React have some property that says dangerously set inner HTML or something like this? Yeah. What kind of VRAM would it be able to run on? I'm not sure yet. We don't know yet. We're collecting the human data. So I'm looking at the high-level protocol architecture. Am I right to say the protocol would ultimately help in fine-tuning training as well as the actual assistant tasks? Sure, the protocol can help in the assistant tasks as well, but it's really for data collection for now. Yeah. Also, it's too complicated. I had a brain fart when I made this. I thought all the front ends should be okay. Very cool. Thank you for figuring this out. Okay, there's nothing to do here, I guess, till someone picks it up. Is it possible these algorithms like deep sparse on language models like ChatGPT would help lower the computational? Yes, it would, I guess, just take longer. You can trade off with some sort of offloading. He talks about, yes, nice, look at that, pre-commit ran. Now we're good to go. A big part of my job is to yell at people to run pre-commit. It's a good tool, but you have to install it once. Like you have to install it in your repo. I added my essay for data documentation of data. Oh, sorry, argumentation should have be augmentation. Argumentation. Oh, okay. Turns an essay into argumentation. It turns an essay into a set of instructions. I also did some much needed work on docs, added a file about data argumentation so anyone can check what that means and how they can contribute. I also moved prompting guide to docs as I think it should be there. Makes it easier to find. Add another notebooks for essay revision. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Does it have a label? I'll assign the label documentation, even though it also has like notebooks. Actually, documentation and ML. Okay. All right. So, where are we at? Data argumentation is a technique we can use to get better data faster. Doesn't that's I want that. I want better data faster. I can use this to get better data faster. That's amazing. Using machine learning models to analyze long data, compress it into instructions. That's actually smart. To contribute, we can write a short Python script that uses model from Hugging Face to analyze the text. There are examples what you can do. And example implementations, very cool. To contribute. Instructions, that's a notebook. It's a revision, that's a notebook. Essay instructions is a notebook that takes an essay and generates instructions on how to generate that essay. Will be very useful for data collecting for the model. I agree. Okay, that all seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. Cool. Perfect. All right. Yes, I have no comments. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much. It's very productive. Okay. Pre-commit still failing. Let's see. Better Data Faster No Song by Daft Punk. Yep. Alright, Prettier is not happy. End of file fixer is not happy. Good. Could you run pre-commit, run all files to make the linter happy? Alright, now before, yes, we ran something here. Let's see whether that ran. That's good to merge. Merging. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Amazing. That's a merge pull request. I love those. Use ChatGPT to make ChatGPT. That is the singularity, no? Fixing linter warnings. Okay, I don't have to do something here. I think checks have passed, but code owner review is required. Once checks have passed, we can probably activate ESLint itself, not just nextlint. Supervised data. That's a big issue. Instructions. Better than nothing model. We can use knowledge demonstration as context for human annotators. Yes, that's correct. I'll read this issue later because I don't really know what to do with it right now because it's a bit not really an issue. Write a bot to backend communication test. The issue could benefit from a contract test. You should test that each call satisfied the OpenAPI schema and inputs and input. That way, changes the endpoint contract automatically caused by these tests to retrieve yes. Hard code the response model and endpoints for these tests. Creates more maintenance burden. You have to, yeah. Put up the backend, you'll need a database and Redis. What would be the overhead of tests if I change the API in the backend and change the bot's API client very accordingly such that everything works? Do I also have to change something in the test? If not, that would be really cool and definitely a good way to go. If yes, it's a bit more tricky as it might mean big overhead. Also, I think we could use existing Docker Compose setup. There is a PyTest plugin for this. And I think we already have code to create some sample data. Okay. It would be really cool. Like, I don't want to discourage this. This seems like a very good way to go to do one of these I've just never heard of contract tests. So, but if they really work with the schema, then why not? Harvest stack exchange data before scraping. Online dumps that might prove useful. Here's an example. Thank you. Download transcripts of Khan Academy. Yes. I'm working on this for another project. Here's some code. Modified code from. You'll also need to get all YouTube video IDs. Okay. Google is constantly upgrading transcription. I suspect in all opinions it might be out of date quickly. Yes. That is very good input. Thank you. Collapse texts that are too long. That won't solve the problem. If you have a fixed text with wrap in 2 lines, there will be. Okay, I thought of something like overflow hidden with text overflow ellipses or some like that. Tricky. Character limit seems fine. What step are we on right now? I don't know. What's step 3? Step 1 is steal underwear. Step 3 is profit. I guess some of you might be too young for this one to remember this. Anyone having issue with the Docker Compose? What's the issue with the Docker Compose? Japan's knows. Yo, what's step 2? Anyone having issue with the Docker? Yeah, the Docker Compose. Supervised fine-tuning, check parameter efficient fine-tuning for large models. Based on Discord conversation. Might be that training adapters from much larger models would result in a better model than training a small model fully. That's correct. How to check? We already have an issue for supervised training, so we can borrow a setup to test with 2 public models available. Bloomer. Yeah. Take a big model, fine-tune all parameters, take a large model and train with the following methods, and then check how does it affect the quality. If the large model is better, but it might be better to distill. Alternatives, yes. It's working on extreme quantization, very cool. Yeah, Bloom is, as far as I can tell, you very much for the agree the plan is very suitable. We absolutely need to know how much the between small and large models is. From my limited view, OPT seems more suitable of the two, both because of the license, and I also believe performance-wise it is a bit better. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nice. Yes, I agree with the rocket. Okay, labels. ML. Excellent. Projects, this one. This is, I want to say, well, the priority, given how much stuff I've assigned medium priority, I want to assign this low priority, which doesn't mean it's not to do. It's just we don't necessarily need it for the first milestone. But I'll up priority once it comes closer to being important. Isn't Bloom 175B parameter model? Yes, it's very big. Like your mama. A Docker. Okay. Docker compose. The compose file is invalid. What? Service backend is neither an image nor a build file. Wait. Ooh. Well, the DOS to Unix ran, and there are no changed files. So, okay, so that issue must be something else. Okay. Docker compose up build. All good. All good, no? Do we? No. Docker compose. Yes. It says unknown flag. Yes, you need, I think, someone here. There's something with Docker compose. Run it without the dash. So Docker compose with the dash. Oh, no. You ran it without the dash. Unknown parameter build. Unknown flag build. Are you the same person who complained here? Oh, no. Anyone having issue with? There's something in wrong in Docker compose. Well, to get into danger of uttering the meme, but it works on my machine. I know that's not very, but it does. The creator of awk thinks he's not a good programmer. Well, what is a good programmer? If you get stuff done, and you're like good for many things, and then there is the aspect of getting stuff done in ways that is future-proof, which makes it a bit better. And then there is also to write things in a way that are future-proof and compatible with how other people write things. That's kind of the next step, I would say. Because writing code in a team is different. You have to make a few compromises. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yes, that is amazing. Has to be different Docker and Docker Compose versions. Yeah, Docker Compose, as far as I know, is now included in Docker. So if you write it without the dash, like Docker Compose has 2 words. So Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is, but here at least it builds. Yeah, what's my Docker version? Compose is not a doc. Yeah, it might be a bit old, or I'm not sure. So I'm on 2010-21 on a Mac OS. Update the prompting guide. Provide accurate and reliable information using credible source and reference as appropriate. Avoid providing vague or incomplete response. Very cool. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That seems very reasonable. Thank you. Okay. Need to approve running pre-commit. And I'm going to guess pre-commit will yell. Because it always does. Why need a team when you have large language models? We can hopefully compare the performance by testing both. Suggestion on. They also have. Yes. Agree. This is what a typical tech manager looks like. Okay, unable to run. Just did a fresh copy. That sucks. Which fails, but here's the output from where. I think this is the problem. WSL is using the Windows NPM. You can install. Yes. This might actually be. This is a very nice analysis because I'm pretty sure this means that in this file, the line endings are maybe wrong. You think human beings are stochastic parrot? Yeah, I think the most important thing that comes out of this whole language model research isn't necessarily how good the language models are, but that probably humans aren't doing much more than interpolating things they've seen before. So yeah, I'm fairly sure. Okay, this is good. Merge it. Nice. Excellent. This is a pleasure. Okay, we have merge commit. Yeah, okay. Now we can actually think of doing something. So Andreas has sent around. So here in bot, we can look at that. We can work. So let's go. Work. Complete the task. No, I don't want to type. I just want to work. Check your DMs. What? Look at this. This is cool. Rank initial prompt. Rank the following tasks from best to worst. Okay, what do I do now? I accept the task. Huh? Please type your response here. Okay, wait. Prompt 1. Prompt 2. I'm having trouble. Could you clean my room, please? That's the best prompt. So 5 is the best. Definitely 2 is the next best. 1, I'll just go by length. 1, 3, and 4 then. Okay. Does that work? Task completed. Would you like another task? Yes, of course. I would like another task. Rank the following, rank user reply, and here it says rank the following tasks. That's already a bug. That's a bug. Tasks. Rank the following tasks from best to worst. I can file a bug. I could just fix it, but I can also file a bug. Not the pull request. An issue. I want an issue. Yes. New issue. Is RLHF system which automated from Discord. The will not we collect the data with Discord and then we do the reinforcement learning on somewhere. But each human mind has a character sheet with different training history. That's true, yes. But it's still the case that humans probably just do that, right? They just interpolate. What's your take on binary feedback versus preference ranking? About binary feedback is also preference ranking, but if you think of, wait, let me make this issue real quick. Bot task says user replies, but description says rank tasks. Okay, this is a bug. It's part of the bot. It's probably a good first issue because, I mean, I suppose that it's not going to be that hard. To do, that is medium. It's not a blocker, and it's tiny. But still, it's an issue. Good. Task timed out. What? Give me, come on. Give me task. Give me task. Okay. I should be able to write work here, no? Next task, maybe? No, it's just hanging. Okay, we can make an issue for that. I should be able to ask the bot for work in the DMs. So far, I can ask for work in the... Actually, no. Because our main problem with the Discord bot is that we almost need you to go to the DMs to do the work because otherwise it's too much noise. But we still want to keep the sort of community aspect alive. So if people go in here and request work, at least other people see. No, they can't because it's deleting my messages. Okay. Well, then it makes sense. Okay, do we have... Okay, now. I should be able to ask the bot for work in DMs. So far, I have to go to the channel to ask for work, but then it transfers me to the DMs. If the task times out, but I'd like another one, I have to go back to the channel. It would be more convenient if I could just also type work in the DMs. Right? That doesn't work, no? Yeah, it didn't do it. Okay. All right, we'll assign it bot. And we'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, no. To do. It's probably not. It's medium priority, small task. Nice. Good. Why open VS Code when I can get someone else to? Well, I have that. I watched a talk on managing open source, and it really said essentially that, like, even for the small stuff, try to make issues to get other people just because it's also like a small issue is also a chance for someone who wants to participate but doesn't feel like, ooh, I don't want to take on a big task, right? Because then I'm like a blocker if I don't figure it out, or maybe they feel they're not capable enough. Like, small tasks are really good for getting people on board who want to help, who want to do something, and just get them on board and through the motion. Maybe they'll see a bit of the code, and once they went through it once, they'll feel more comfortable with the code base, or at least the part that they saw. They'll have to do a dev setup to test it out, maybe. So I think it's right to do that. Even the small tasks, sort of give them away. Okay. On it. All right, let's go back. Let's make some work. Check your DMs, of course. User reply. Send the next message in the conversation as if you were the user. Hi, assistant. Hey, buddy, how can I serve you? Okay, so this is a conversation. When do you think we can start data labeling? Hopefully next week. It's a bit ambitious, but hopefully next week. We are full steam, flamethrower open, working to get this up. Yeah. Send the next message in the conversation as if you were the user. Hey buddy, how can I serve you? Okay. So, accept. Please type your response here. Where can I get pizza at this time of day? Task completed. Would you like another task? Yes. Okay, rank assistant reply. Rank the following tasks from best. It still says tasks. I would guess that should go into the same bug. Now, hopefully also happens for reply. Good. Accept. I'm unsure. Oh, rank assistant reply. I'm unsure how to interpret. We don't have the conversation. I think that there's already an issue for. We don't have the conversation that happened beforehand. We're supposed to rank these. But we don't know what the conversation before is, so how? Okay, let's just rank them like this. Task completed. Would you like another task? Yes. Rank initial prompt. Oh, we already did that. Oh no, this is different. Wait. Bot. Hey, just trying out the bot. I've already made a few issues on GitHub. Just a question. Is it possible. No, wait, that goes to backend. That the data that is used for the tasks is not correctly filtered. For example, I did a few ranking tasks and entered things like 5, which is fine. But then I got more ranking tasks and I saw the string 5 as one of the replies of the initial prompts, right? Timed out. Well, thank you. Oh, where was I? Here. One of the initial I was supposed to rank, but just because I in that it's not initial prompt or any session message. It's just is this a bug or just the test data is random strings? Attach the picture. This is in backend channel because it's probably a backend issue. Okay. Got Docker Compose to work. Nice, good job. At the end of 2023, Sam Altman has armies of capitalist woke bots fighting our general Yannick bots. Invoking all the arrays versus the tensors. What's your opinion on the forward algorithm by Jeff Hint? I'm halfway through the paper. I'm getting through papers really slowly because I'm working on this so much. But so far, he's hedging a lot, right? He's saying, well, this is we've tried it on MNIST. It's just good for this and this and this. We'll see. Usually Hinton has ideas and small tests and so on, but a lot of things work like as an idea and in small tests, and then underwhelm when you scale them up. So it remains to be seen whether it's really like something new and viable or not. Where do the weights come from? We will train them. We are going to train them. Yeah. Okay. Work. Check your DMs. Rank the following from best to worst. Okay, I mean this generally seems to work, no? Task completed. Okay, what if I enter send the next message, how can I help you? Go away. Okay. Yes. Okay, what if I just do this? Invalid response. Nice. So let's try one that is not in there. 2, 4, 5. Invalid response. Nice. Good. 2, 3. Invalid response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Task completed. Nice. Good. Wait, we aren't to get the weights at the gym. Obviously, we're going to get weights at the gym. Where's the training money come from? You might, like, this might seem strange, but money is not that much of an issue for this project. There are enough people interested and enough organizations who might want to sponsor. Try extra comma at the end. Comma. Oh, yes. Good job. Good. Excellent. Excellent idea. More. Aha. Accept. Hopefully it's a ranking task. Initial prompt. Ask the assistant. Initial prompt. Write an email to my landlord asking them to reduce rent. Good. Rank, nice. So this, like this. Oh no, wait, I need to accept. Okay. Invalid response. See? See? It should say why it's invalid in nice, clear language. That might be a bit harder because we probably validated against some regex, and it's hard to say. But yes, I agree. That might be UX. What about -1 and 0? -1 do -1 0 -1 1 0 2. It works. It works. Select star from and 0. See? Duplicate numbers. We tried that. Nope. Will it be named ChatGPT? Nice. What about 1 plus 0 2? Invalid response. 1 comma 2. Invalid response. Look 0.5 and no 1.5 and 2. Invalid response. It works. It actually works. You can't fool it. Null. 2. No. Can't fool it. 0 1 0 2. Valid response. Drop table. Let's go drop table. Drop table. Invalid response. See? Doesn't work. 0 0 1 2. This is AGI. You can't fool it. Try longer response. 1 comma 2. Invalid response. 10e minus 1 2. No. We could just go look up what the code is, but so far I think, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we tried longer ones. We did it. 0 through 9. You can't just put in a regex into regex validation. No. We're good. We tried every possible thing. Do you know this joke? There's this joke that a QA engineer comes into a bar and asks for 1 beer, asks for 99 beers, asks for 99999 beers, asks for nan beers, asks for -1 beers, and everything's fine. And then a real customer comes into the bar and asks where the bathroom is, and the bar explodes. That's the joke. One of our engineers told me that. It's very funny. No escape characters. Escape. Well, I'm in Discord. Discord probably already sanitizes the response. We should stick these in some unit tests. Yeah? New line at the end. 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Okay. So new lines are fine. I guess we do strip. Like we strip. Hey buddy, how can I serve you? Bring me a sandwich. I don't know how to write sandwich like this. Rank. Okay, so what if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Invalid response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. See? Is that Discord? Discord strips new lines at the beginning, at the end. Another task. Initial prompt. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Well, I want more cookies. Rank 3 replies. Bring me a... See, this is my input. Yes. So 3, 2, 1, like this, right? Oh no, need to accept. 3, 2, 1. Invalid response. See? Let's overwhelm it. You're saying enter the chill zone. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, good. We made it. So you see, it's all fun in Open Assistant land. I'll take care of this. See, there's already stuff again. I should be able to ask. Shouldn't be that hard. I can try to do this. Amazing. Thank you. I hear the bot code is kind of cursed. Because people tried out different frameworks. Which group or company started this project? There's no company. It runs under Lion, the people who made Lion 5B, the dataset. And it's a bunch of people who started it, including myself. I would say I was among the people who started it, but yeah, it's fully open, so write instructions for unit testing Python code. Amazing. Thank you. Why is the accept button needed? I think the task times out if you don't accept it in time, but if you accept it, you might have a bit more time. I'm not sure why the accept, but I'll leave that to the bot people. Write a bot to backend communication test. Aha, okay. Since Fast API automatically generates the contract, any change in the API will... Nice, cool, cool. In my experience, creates hidden coupling. Yes, you're right. Very cool. Thanks for the inputs. Could you make another issue for tests? I can then assign it to you. We'll leave this issue for the more end-to-end kind of test. Thank you. Okay. Well. Yannick is head of PRs. Is a way we can stop Yale safety researchers from getting in. I thought Stanford was the big boo. Why is accept button? Yeah. How about Telegram? It's pretty easy to get a bot running over there. We could have a Telegram. We could have a Telegram bot. I mean, that's certainly viable. I think. Yeah. If someone wants to take on that. So the idea here is that the backend is agnostic towards the front end. You can write any kind of front end. We could also, another idea is to have a Gradio front end. You can write any front end you want. Yeah, the more, the merrier. Happy New Year. Thank you. You too. All of you too. Discord bots are mad easy to make too. You would think so. But people have been discussing a lot. Exiting. Goodbye. Well, goodbye. That's kind of passive aggressive. Let's see. WhatsApp front end. Yeah, Google Plus front end. That's it. Friendster front end. Could you make an issue for that? Let's see if anyone wants to take that on. For anyone setting this up on Debian-based distros, you need to apt install Docker Compose plugin. For frontend. Club Penguin frontend. That's it. Ian, if you want to, you could make a pull request. Maybe in the README. Maybe we can have a section like FAQ or something like this, and then just your error message, and then the solution. Just very briefly, like if you get this error, do this. That'd be really cool. If you want, obviously. Yeah. 4chan will get Stanford involved. That would be ironic. If they figure the best way of trolling us would be to get Stanford involved. They can, yeah. VR chat front and semi-unironically. Yeah. Thank you, Ian. Semi-unironically. We can have all kinds of stuff. Yep. Thank you for being here. I will look at these later. Yes, so the question is, do we do something now? Do we code something? Because I titled this thing Coding Livestream. So at least I should be doing something. Now the question is a little bit what? So what I wanted to do is a little bit of this end-to-end testing, which no one has yet quite done. We have Cypress tests going, which I feel might be doing this because they test the website as such. What could we do right? Let's actually look over the issues. Well, why do we have the issues? So where's the project board? Here. Essay data. This is also a pre-commit run. Some checks haven't completed yet. Must be resolved. Yes, it does. Some fixes, and it, for other things, it just yells at you. You can pre-commit install, so it does it in the and prevents committing if things aren't okay. Now there appear to be conflicts preventing auto merge. Could you merge origins main into yours and then push again? Thank you. Contract tests. Thank you very much. Label bot. Amazing. And testing. And in the project, we are in progress. We are medium priority. That's probably fairly decent chunk of work, no? Good. Well, if I do Docker compose, it says my Docker compose file is invalid. But that's the problem Ian had, right? Are you sure your Docker is up to date? And did you install the Docker compose plugin? This answer right here. Cool. I'm not sure if I should assign Jack here too, because the original thing was for the bot. I will not do it yet. So that's probably also a decent chunk of work. Okay, we are not far away from again having cleared our if you install Docker Compose package, you get an invalid. If you install the Ubuntu Docker Compose package rather than the plugin, you'll get an invalid Docker file. Ah, nice. Okay. So this might be, you need the plugin. Not that. It's just a big issue. It's just called supervised data. We need to split it up somehow. But let's look at something. Can we do something small or big? Can we do something that makes people's lives useful? Let's go to the issues. The project board. To do and not assigned. Okay, let's go to small issues. Unable to run pre-commit, that's ongoing. Collapse text, I'm not webby for that. Bot tasks, I will leave this for someone else. No, that's probably hard. Reevaluate the design description of tasks, write the website to backend. These are tests, structure the website code for better collaboration. That's probably a decent. That's like, I would say this is large. Implement text labels. Can't fetch task when logging in as the debug user. Hmm. Okay. It seems that when using debug no user entry, I think we can use one of next auth hooks to make this used correctly, but I'll need to check. This, we can do this. We can do this. Are you on a newer-ish version of... I'm not sure. Oh, here. Docker version 2010-12. That's mine too, no? 2010-21 I'm on. But it's probably more the... maybe the Ubuntu. I'm not sure. Yes, it is messy. Would be happy for any kind of inputs. All right, let's do that. So how do we develop this thing? What you can do is, so right now I want to do something in the front end, right? So I'm navigating to this folder, right, to the front end development. There's a README. And that says what you can run in order to pull up all the dependencies of the front end. So if you run this, and if Docker Compose works for you, then that should pull up the database, the backend, and so on, all kinds of stuff that you need in order to run a front end. So that's one thing. Oh, wait. Oh, this is already running. This was running from before. Cancel it. Docker compose down. Good. Nice. Stop it. Down. Good. Trash it. All right, so this will set up the backend and whatnot. And now we can run the front end. So in order to run the front end, we can go to the website directory, and we can just npm run dev. I think so. Yeah. So we go here, and we should technically see the Open Assistant website. Excellent. Cool. Okay, what was the bug again? We need to know what the bug was. Can't here. Let me close all of this. Can't fetch tasks when logging in as a debug user. The website writes a copy of a fetch task to the local database associated with the user ID. Okay, so how about we reply as assistant? We'll click on that. No tasks found. I see. What if we register with email instead? Sign in with email, test@test.com. Now you have to go through to the mail client. Ooh. Public user does not exist. So there's a README. The website has a README on how to get it running. We need to push the database schema. Search for Prisma. Here. npx. Oh. Install first. Pull new dependencies. Have you been using GitHub Copilot? Yes, I have. Is this project going to be similar to OpenAI models in hardware requirements? Will be able to run it in a modest home PC. The goal is to make it runnable on consumer hardware. Now, at the beginning, we might not get there fully, but the goal is to get there so that people can run it themselves and you don't have to have like a super cluster. Yeah. That's the hope, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope so. Okay. npm install was a mistake, as it always is. Let's see what's going on here. Website. Good. Oh, come on, npm. Reify this. So once we have that, we can, there we go. Now we need to push the schema to the database. That's very important. Prixma, I am an idiot. And now we can start. So you saw the URL here. This is the mail thing that runs. So it's like a little inbox. Now receiving email. Good. So we'll continue with this again. Let's hope that works. No email. We're just up and running now. Good. There we go. Yes, sign in. And we are logged in. So what happens if I here reply as assistant? Is it different? There are tasks. Okay. This is it. We got a bug. We're gonna solve the bug. I hope. No big words. Okay. So in the source, we'll need to find out where the whole pages, auth, sign in. No, I guess there is like a next auth page where the providers are defined. So there's an email provider. And apparently that pushes stuff to the database. And our debug provider does not. So now we need to see why does one do that and the other one doesn't. Right? Yep. So the Discord provider as well, it's just there. Like, okay. Next, auth, credentials, save, to database. Actually, let's do the I need to log in quickly, and I think 1 second. Okay. Good. All right, look at this. Look at this. This is fun. I'm using a credentials provider in NextAuth. How can I save? Oh, I use it with JWT. How can I save the logged in users into a database? I'm using Prisma. Yes. Yes. I know how to create in Prisma. I want to know where in the next auth I need to do that. Yeah, this just explains to me what a database does. How do I do this in next auth credentials provider? Yes. Yes. Would you like to learn about databases? Yeah. I think I'm not formulating myself correctly. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have... I have many questions. Okay. Using the next auth credentials provider with the database. Google is still number one. Google. Yes. What? What? Okay. Limitation, being annoying. I don't like where this is going. I don't like that at all. I don't like it at all. Sign in. Yes. No, this is way too much code. Yes. Next, it comes built-in support. User provided authorized callback function. Yes. Ensure you define a callback function. I am defining a callback function. So so here is a Prisma adapter, right? And that just wraps Prisma. That it just seems to wrap Prisma from here. Right? Okay. Now, why does it not store it into the database? Why? I think NextAuth makes that hard on purpose. Yes, that's what I figured from this blog post. Enabled user authenticate with the credentials provider are not persisted in the database. Okay, let's do it by hand. You're using the, yes, we're using sessions. Yeah, but the credentials provider can only be used if JSON web tokens are enabled. So, we'll do it manually. Can't we just here in authorize check whether or not the user exists in the database? Like, can't we do that? I'm pretty sure we should be able to do that. Here's a schema, right? So here's an account session. Here's a user. Okay. So here's the user. And let's say Prisma user. Here. Prisma.user. We should be able to get that somehow. No? Result. What's this? Username. TypeScript. Something. We should be able to do that. I'm just gonna do something here. Let's go back here. So this is what we want to see. Now let's go here, sign in, test. What we're seeing is not that. Not that. Okay. So in authorize, let's just confirm that we are at some place. No, I don't want that. We'll just confirm it. Or we open a console here as well. No? No. We need log out, log in. Sorry for the slowness. You can use the JWT callback, maybe. There's a hook on sign up to save to database. Yes, those are all reasonable things. But this is for debugging only. I want like the dirtiest thing possible. Okay, now we reach this point when we log off and log in again. So why, like, save the user to the database. Yep. See, I didn't even need to do. This is a bit. Okay, we can refactor this like a tiny bit. Okay, so we can do a bit better. Okay, so let's say user is that. No, stop it. I took one line too much. So user is this. User ID. Create the user and return the user. Was that Copilot? Yes, that is Copilot. I am like all of this. I'm not really good at TypeScript and things like this, so remove this useless assignment to variable. It's not useless. Well, glad you changed your mind. So, okay, let's do it. Let's sign out. Let's sign in. Test it. And did log in. Let's see if we see the task. I am a coding god. I am Linus Torvalds. I simply pressed tab when Copilot told me what to do. That's what I did. All right. Well, that is excellent. That is absolutely excellent. We made a beautiful change. Look at this. This is amazing. So, all right, let's go here. No, here. Here. Can't fetch tasks when logging in as the debug user. Assign myself. I guess it's not necessary to put it in progress, but create a branch. So if you want to do work, this is what you, I guess you can fork the repository or something like this, but I usually do that. Let it create a branch on origin, and then I fetch. And you wanna pull main if you can first. No, it's not. And then you wanna check out that branch. Technically, I should have done that before I could also create the branch locally. Yeah, but it does the good naming with the issue number in front of it, which I like. Okay. Saving user to the database when using the debug credentials provider. All right. Now this committing takes a bit because pre-commit runs, but it's worth it because yeah, I think it's worth it. Just because well, that's a lot of output. Actually, this is a bit long now, but that's because my computer is breathing. Yeah, I should probably turn that off while it's committing. It usually takes 5 seconds or so. All right, push it up, make a pull request. Let's go. Note a bit hacky, but next auth makes it quite troublesome to do this in a clean way when JWT is active, and we need JWT because the credentials provider only supports that. Cool. All right, so now we first of all check out main. Oh, where did my pull request go? Here. We label it website. Yeah, so tests are running, and also reviewers are assigned automatically because of code ownership. I should probably say that it solves some issue, right? Solves issue. Can't fetch task when logging in as debug user. Sounds like half my projects now. Copilot is really amazing. Like especially if you do anything like business logic-y, it's absolutely great. Yeah. Cool. All right, so we actually did some coding. Got it running both on a local VM and on gcloud. Nice. Good job. Excellent. Thank you. Cool. Yes, so if you want to contribute here, there's just a bunch of stuff to do until we can get the data collection part out. And then there's a lot of stuff to do, namely doing the data. Like you saw the tasks right now. The tasks are essentially either write something, write a response to something, or rank different things. So that's going to be the bulk of the work. I'll be participating myself and other people too. So yeah, that was it for the stream. Thank you so much for being here. It was really cool having you here. Thanks for everyone watching. I know this was a bit more, I guess, boring with all the management stuff, but yeah, thanks for being here. I wish you an absolutely happy new year wherever in the world you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.